What if Canada's most powerful response to Washington was not a speech, not a threat, and not even a tariff war, but a map? A political map of the United States Senate. Inside a crowded press room, one Associated Press reporter asked the question everyone was thinking. She listed the targets: orange juice from Florida, bourbon from Kentucky, motorcycles from Wisconsin, pork from Iowa, and specialty steel tools from Pennsylvania. Then she asked Prime Minister Mark Carney the question that made the room go silent. Was this a coincidence? Carney paused for 2 seconds. Then he answered with 5 words. Every tariff had an address. No explanation, no smile, no diplomatic cover, just 5 words. And in that moment, the entire strategy became clear. According to this account, Canada's retaliatory tariff plan was not designed like a normal trade response. It was not built only to hurt industries. It was built to hit political pressure points. For months, Canadian officials had reportedly studied American export data, state economies, electoral maps, and the senators who supported Washington's original tariff campaign against Canada. The result was a targeted retaliation plan aimed at 5 states represented by 11 senators who had backed the trade authority legislation: Florida citrus, Kentucky bourbon, Wisconsin dairy and motorcycles, Iowa pork, Pennsylvania specialty steel tools. These were not random products. They were products tied directly to states, jobs, identities, and political careers. Florida citrus producers faced major exposure in the Canadian market. Kentucky bourbon, a symbol of the state's heritage industry, became one of the most sensitive targets. Wisconsin dairy and motorcycles, Iowa pork, and Pennsylvania manufacturing were all placed under pressure. Together, the projected first-year impact across these targeted sectors was reported at more than $2 billion. But the deeper message was political. A broad tariff hurts an economy. A precise tariff creates phone calls. Calls from farmers, calls from factory owners, calls from distributors, calls from mayors, calls from workers asking one question: why did our state get hit? That is why analysts described Canada's response as something different from ordinary retaliation. This was not just economic damage, it was leverage. The strategy appeared to force the cost of the trade war back toward the exact political offices that helped authorize it. And the effects reportedly moved faster than expected. Florida citrus exports to Canada declined sharply. Kentucky bourbon distributors saw Canadian demand fall. Wisconsin dairy suppliers lost institutional buyers. Canadian companies began signing new supply contracts with producers from other countries. That detail matters, because once buyers replace suppliers, the damage does not automatically disappear when tariffs end. New contracts become permanent. New supply chains become normal. Old markets become harder to recover. Then came the political reaction. Industry groups reportedly increased lobbying pressure in Washington. Senators from affected states began demanding negotiations. Business groups warned that Canada's retaliation was not only targeted, but designed for political impact. Subscribe and hit the bell for daily updates.